rộn vang trên đường ân người xa, cờ in máu chiến thắng mang hồn nước, súng vơi xa trên khúc quân hành ca.
Vietnamese authorities have reaffirmed their commitment to economic modernization in recent years. Vietnam joined the World Trade Organization in January 2007, which has promoted more competitive, export-driven industries. Vietnam's economy continues to face challenges from an undercapitalized banking sector and non-performing loans weigh heavily on banks and businesses.
Đường vinh quang xây xa quân thù, thắng sang nào cùng nhau lập chiến khu, vì nhân dân chiến đấu không ngừng, tiến mau ra xa trường tiến.
The people of Vietnam generally identify by their ethnicity, and for most of the population that ethnicity is Viet or Kim, which are often grouped together and translated into English as Vietnamese. These identities were historically only defined by the ethnicity, language, food, dress, and culture of the people, but since the communists came to power in Vietnam, they have been slowly altering the definition to include social and political aspects that are in line with communist ideologies. Due to this effort, it is difficult to completely separate the term Vietnamese from the political entity, and the people living in Vietnam today define their culture in ways that the communists have dictated. Many ethnic Vietnamese outside of Vietnam identify as Vietnamese, but rejected the social and political definition that the identity is slowly gaining in Vietnam itself. For these people, the Vietnamese identifier is still only tied to the ethnicity, language, food, dress, and culture, but can also be more narrowly defined to include any ethnic Vietnamese no matter their culture. The Vietnamese generally shake hands both when greeting and when saying goodbye. Shake with both hands and bow your head slightly to show respect. Bow to the elderly who do not extend their hand. Vietnamese women are more inclined to bow their heads slightly than to shake hands. For the corporate culture, business cards are usually exchanged when meeting for the first time. Give and receive a business card with both hands. The Vietnamese are generally quite punctual and expect foreigners to be the same. That said, the Vietnamese can be very flexible and accommodating when situations occur that are beyond the control of one party involved. Few Vietnamese speak English well, and an interpreter is usually necessary. A foreigner doing business in Vietnam will have to deal with government officials. You may have to go through the same slow procedure dozens of times to obtain the necessary permits to operate a foreign-owned company in Vietnam. Continual, direct contact with the ministry officials responsible for granting or approving your permits and licenses is very important. Difficulties may arise when one official refuses to honor an agreement concluded by another official. Vietnam became a full member of ASEAN on the 28th of July 1995. With Vietnam's membership, ASEAN now represents a market of about 420 million people and a regional gross domestic product of over $500 billion. ASEAN is also now a step closer toward having all the 10 Southeast Asian countries.
Dắt sông nổi quê hương qua đời làm hòa, cùng chung sức phấn đấu xây đời mới.